Now wait, before you click off the video or leave a hateful comment or dislike, just wait to hear me out as to why I think this will be bad for us if this allegation is false that is being alleged towards Andrew Tate. But before getting into that, I'm going to read this article, a bit of it, and pretty much show you what has been going on with Andrew Tate's arrest right now. So Andrew Tate, brother arrested in connection to human trafficking case in Romania. Former professional kickboxer Andrew Tate has been arrested in Romania in connection with human trafficking, the R word, and forming an organized crime group. Officials confirmed to multiple news outlets. The social media influencer appeared to be taken away in handcuffs from his villa in Bucharest, Romania on Thursday, according to a Reuters report. And once again, if you've seen these videos, apparently as soon as this arrest happened, there were news crews showing up right there, which is enforcing me as to why this is feeling extremely strange and possibly that these allegations may be false against him. But I'm not saying that they are, I'm just saying it's possibly. And if these allegations are true against him, I hope he gets the worst of the worst that a human being could ever imagine getting. Four suspects will be detained for 24 hours following the raid of 5 homes. The suspects and homes are connected to an investigation dealing with human trafficking, an organized crime group, and the R word. According to a press release from the Directorate for Investigating Organized Crime and Terrorism. While the suspects were not identified in the press release, a lawyer for Andrew, 36, confirmed to Sky News he and his brother Tristan Tate were detained. The two British Americans were arrested alongside two Romanian suspects, according to the press release. A spokesperson for Andrew told the Daily Mirror, "We cannot provide any details at the moment regarding alleged reports that they have been detained. However, Andrew and Tristan Tate have the utmost respect for the Romanian authorities and will always assist and help in any way they can. It is unclear who is representing the Tate brothers to comment on their behalf." Romanian daily newspaper Gandul reported one of the suspects is a former policewoman. The newspaper said the investigation into the group began in April after a complaint was received that a woman with an American citizenship was being forcibly held at their residence. Several young women were found in a building located about 500 meters from the Bucharest villa, according to the paper. The American woman told investigators she met Tristan through social media network and convinced her to buy a plane ticket to Romania. The woman contacted her ex-boyfriend, who reported the crime to the U.S. Embassy in Bucharest. And then that swatting happened and proved that it was false. According to Gandul, investigators waited for the Tate brothers to return to Romania to arrest, moving only after watching a social media appearance to make sure he was in the country. Now, I'm going to get into why I think this is bad for us humans, because clearly if this allegation is false against him, someone is wanting to silence this man. This man has spoken out about young men, trying to motivate them in becoming successful and to ultimately have free minds and think freely and not be controlled by governments. And yet by the looks of it, it seems that there's a bigger fish trying to silence him. And eventually, one way or another, the silence will be able to occur and it will be done. Now, you could argue that Andrew Tate is a bad person or he's a good guy or that he's gotten extremely wealthy because of him doing corrupt or not very humane things, you know. But when it comes to him speaking about the younger population, showing that there is plenty of corruption and exposing it, and then you have people that are trying to stop him from this. It just shows you that there is something going on behind the scenes. An example that I know in the US at least is that the 2008 recession occurred because of the sale of junk bonds getting sold to homeowners. And ultimately, this caused the suffering of tens of millions of poor to middle class folks. And what happened to the Lehman Brothers and all those other people that were selling those junk bonds? They got bailed out and had little to no repercussion. It just shows you that the powerful people want to have powerful people in charge, no matter the cost of what happens to the normal folk like me and you. And we're also seeing this in movies and films with having extremely terrible messaging and woke agendas backing them. And if it does work with these messaging, that if it does work to the younger generation and kids especially, ultimately those messages will alter their minds and change the way they think, and ultimately the powerful people will be able to control those people that are accepting these messages. Again, I'm not saying that Andrew Tate is a saint or that these allegations against him are false. But if these allegations are against him false, this is my opinion that there is something bad going on behind the scenes that no one knows, and that there are extremely powerful people that could, even if they're doing this against a multimillionaire like Andrew Tate who claims to have hundreds of millions of dollars, then what happens from those other powerful people stopping themselves from going against us, the normal people, and controlling everything that we see and do? There's just something to think about, and I want to get this off my chest. And I hope you understand. I'm not, again, I'm saying if this allegation does come true, I hope he gets the worst of the worst that a human can experience. Anyways, I'd like to know your guys' thoughts on this. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye bye.